You gotta stop. You gotta start qualifying people in your life, and you've got to start looking at people from a place of equity. And for some people, that may sound messed up to them or crude, but we've got. We think in our minds that the only way somebody can use you is monetary. We think it as a monetary thing, and it doesn't always have to be a monetary thing. Where, most times when people thinking about using somebody, it's a monetary. It's mostly monetary what people think about. But there are people that are reach out to you, and they will prostitute your energy. They'll prostitute your virtue. And so when you have individuals that only reach out to you when they're going through something, and then what happened is, excuse me, there's not a beautiful exchange. In other words, you're concerned, you love people, you have a heart for people, and you extend your concern, you extend your solutions. Some of us give cognitive solutions, okay? And then the exchange they have, because there's no intention of reciprocating at all. It doesn't have to necessarily be at that moment. But their energy, the overall energy you carry in reference to you, it's not a reciprocation because they could care less. When you have individuals that only call you when something is wrong, or they call you, because they want you to talk them through something, or they want you to listen, or they want you, and it's never an exchange, it's never a bother when you're going through. Or not even when you're going through, it could be a situation where they're just checking up on you to make sure you're okay. Hey, I'm just reaching out to see if you're all right. People like that, this is what I'm going to say in that regard. They acknowledge that you have life-changing energy. They know where to go, or they know where to go with someone that has life-changing energy, life-shifting energy. The kind of energy, when they speak to you, it completely shifts their paradigm and how they feel and how they look at things, their perception of things. And the problem with that is this. They acknowledge that you have life-changing energy, but they don't want to honor it, and they don't want to reverence it. Because when I meet someone that has life-changing energy, that's something that I hold dear to my heart. That's something I hold sacred. I hold the whole volume of that person as sacred. Somebody that has life-changing energy like that, you want to be just as much of a blessing to them as they are to you. Even the time that they give you is not, you're like, I'm so appreciative. You're appreciative of that because you have a spirit of giving. You have a spirit of reciprocating. You have a spirit of being there when the other party may need you. We've got to stop being available to people that only want to acknowledge the life-changing energy, the life force that we carry when they need it. Because if that's the only time they acknowledge you, then they're already letting you know what the dynamics of that relationship is. And what happens is, excuse me, what happens is there's an exchange, all right, but the exchange leaves you in an emotional deficit. And you'll wonder why the rest of your day is a little off, why you're running behind on certain things. There's a medium of exchange, but it leaves you in a deficit. You can't continue to accommodate people that are emotional and energetic liabilities. When you start climbing up the ladder of your life and you start evolving and you start progressing, you've got to start qualifying relationships in your life. You got to see if they bring emotional equity. It doesn't have to mean monetary all the time. Sometimes those relationships that are non-monetary relationships, that are unequally yoked, if you will, those are more detrimental than somebody just using you for money. You've got to qualify people in your life. What kind of emotional equity are you bringing in my life? Spiritual equity, mental equity. Can I afford to delegate some of my mental real estate towards you? I need that for myself. Somebody that does not have the intention to bring equity in your life on any level, they don't have the merit to take up any of your mental real estate. That's the truth. That's the truth. You got to stop allowing people to call you whenever they want that charge. They want that emotional charge or that emotional comfort, that energetic comfort. You got to stop doing that. And start exchanging those people for people that celebrate the fact that, hey, you know what? She has the kind of energy, she has the kind of virtue that literally changes my paradigm. I appreciate somebody like that. Let me look in her life and see what I can do to help her or help her continue to be who she is. Help her to preserve that gift she has. And vice versa. You need people in your life like that. They don't have to reciprocate the same exact way. They may reciprocate in other ways. But you've got to come to a place where you have to start qualifying people in your life. You need to find out whether or not they're an equitable friend, romantic interest, even family coming in your life, or are they a liability? Liability doesn't mean, oh my God, you're coming in to destroy my life. That's not what I mean by that. Liability is, I'm so concerned about what's going on in your life that it's taking my mental real estate up that needs to be focused and delegated towards things in building my life that you're not helping me with and haven't offered. Stop allowing people to come in your life and only reach out to you when something's wrong. They want your energy when something's wrong, but never make any sacrifice otherwise. You don't have to have a discussion about it. You don't have to inform them. Just change your paradigm in your sphere. Just change it. Shift it. That's what we do. This is your life we're talking about. Your energy. Your energetic influence. You know what it is.